Malik Beasley, man, he's going to the Pistons. I'm not gonna lie, the Pistons about to get him for chicken nuggets.
Yo, oh my God. You know what's funny about Beasley? I'm wondering if that report comes out false. I'm wondering if he has a lawsuit in his hands.
Because bro, he played the peak of his career. Like this season was the peak of his career. No,
Yeah,
second option. It was.
It was, but at the end of the day, he had a 3-year, $42 million contract lined up. And I'm looking at the timing of this report. It just dropped like literally the day before free agency, or the day of free agency opening up. And believe it or not, man, this story is kind of deep because he owes a lot of money, man. He's in debt. He's actually he's having his NBA checks already garnished. Even before this incident happened.
This guy's a gambling addict.
No, I didn't even think it's because of gambling. It looks like he's mismanaged his money. It's crazy because there's this company out there. They actually reported, because people are finding out stuff through this very report. There's actually a company out there in the last, I would say, couple years, 4 to 5 years. They said they've loaned out $250 million to NBA players. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Bro, with the promotion of gambling, man, we're seeing a change
I don't think it's because of gambling. I think he owes money just off of It's easy for them to mismanage it. Remember, they get paid every week or every 2 weeks, and it's a check with no taxes taken out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, South River Capital LLC. He owes them. Beasley owed them $5.8 million.
So the conclusion you're saying is Beasley does not know how to manage finance in general,
or his
personal finance in general.
But it's not unusual. That's not an unusual NBA story. Beasley's not the
really. I mean, dude, these guys. What, Antoine Walker is the most famous story, no?
No, but you see, but that's after retirement. Beasley is not the only NBA player currently playing on multi-million-dollar. There's a guy right now in the NBA who's making $20 million a year, and he owes. He already took out a loan on his next year's contract. There's multiple NBA players like that right now.
Right, because these guys come in 20 years old with no financial literacy background. You're giving all this money at once, and these rookie deals are fucking lucrative right now in the NBA. I'm reading about it. I'm like, man, I think basketball, as we look at it, is changing, and these guys are getting paid a lot more lucrative coming out the gate. So what we're seeing now, we're going to see a lot more stories of these guys not able to know. These guys have so much money that they don't know what the fuck they're doing with it, you know? So they're going to buy useless shit and kind of get sucked into materialistic ways of life because obviously they're young.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this Beasley report is kind of, I mean, like I said, he owes $5.8 million. And then this year they said he struggled to pay a $650,000 advance.
Because in the real world, he's still young, right? Like 28 years old is really young in the real world. That's a lot of money to give someone in like
Beasley signed some big contracts already.
No, but bro, regardless, man, like 28 years old, like how many 28-year-old that have Beasley money?
But you know what's scary? You know what's scary though? He owes $6 million and he struggled to pay $650,000. When you look at his career earnings, he's earned over $60 million. That means after taxes, he should at least have 20. He should have at least have 20 in the bank. But he can't even pay a $650,000 debt. That's kind of scary, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
that's kind of scary. We're talking about.
Is this separate from like? This separate from like?
This is separate from the gambling
like
shit.
Jonte Porter or no? Because Jonte Porter bet himself while playing games.
No. This is outside of gambling. This has nothing to do with gambling.
Because they try to make it seem like, oh, it's a part of like kind of he's another player next to Jonte Porter. Because Jonte Porter was a lot more wild than this story, from what I remember.
Yeah, it's a lot wilder, but we don't know if this is true. But all I know,
Jonte Porter was a lot wilder.
No, I know, but the only thing is that this is a bad look. The fact that you made $60 million up until this season in 9 years, and you can't even pay, and you cannot pay a $650,000 debt.
Oh, 650, not even $6 million. Shit.
Yeah, and he owes $6 million on top of that money. That's what I'm saying. It's scary because right now he looks like someone that could fall victim into gambling, like a gambling debt.
Yeah.
He looks like, because it looks like that right now, because the game.
What's the minimum contract right now in the NBA is $3 million, right? So he's fucked in next season.
But peep this, right? With Beasley, the game that's in question was a game where he was predicted to get under a certain amount of rebounds, and he completely surpassed it. This is why I'm gonna shoot Beasley bail, because we gotta wait to see if he's innocent, because he could be innocent. A game in which he was predicted to have less rebounds, he got way more, but there was mad prop bets on him getting under that, which is weird, because usually it's the reverse. Usually he goes under what he was projected to get, but he went way over, and they said there was a flurry of prop bets. So it's a possibility that he might be innocent.
Bro, it's a possibility, but it seems like it's a lose-lose situation where it's another season of taking a cheap contract, and then after that, you're kind of praying that you have the same momentum carried on from the 2024-25 season into this season, and you hope to get paid from another team, because most likely the Pistons won't be paying for you. He's at that point now where he has to take another gamble on himself, and who knows if he can reach that standard again of being the second option and increasing his value in the hopes of another team instead of the Pistons paying for him. Because at that point, I don't think the Pistons will pay for him if he has another good season.
I think he might have a lawsuit in his hands if this is false.
Well, man, he should have a lawsuit in his hands. He's gonna lose a lot of money, like I said. You're gonna lose what, $43 million hypothetically. I think the league minimum is what, $3 million. They're gonna sign him for the $3 million if you're the Pistons. Of course you are.
I have a lot of questions in my head, like who leaked out this story? Where did the original source come from? Did the places that he owed money to leak out this story?
Yeah.
You know, like everything is coming down right before free agency. The feds, you know, making the report public, and then also him owing money comes out all of a sudden.
And him turning himself in, obviously.
Wait, he turned himself in over that?
I think he did, right? I saw a mugshot photo.
Yeah, and that's another thing, right? That's why I said this looks very orchestrated, because I was like, it says he's under investigation. Nothing ever said he got arrested.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I read on it. It could be fake news. I don't know, but that's what I read under a tweet. Let me double check.
No, but you're right though. That's what I'm saying. This looks planned, because those little snapshot pictures, they matter. The way they reported this makes it seem like he got locked up. This looks very. That's why I say he might have a lawsuit in his hand, because this looks very orchestrated.
Yeah, it's sad, man.
Yeah, he never got arrested. But if
he didn't,
he never got arrested. But the way
that's an old mugshot.
Man, this is nasty. Yo, this is a bad era. This is what I'm saying. The players are nervous about going out, because even false allegations online end up looking true.
Yeah.
The fact that they put an old mugshot of the dude and said, "Oh, gambling," and it's like it looked like he got locked up over it.
That's what I thought, because I'm like, damn, like I remember I read, oh, Malik Beasley turned himself in. I'm like, oh, okay, like I didn't know he got arrested previously. So in my mind, I'm like, damn, I guess like, you know, that can mean anything. Someone turning themselves. It doesn't mean they're necessarily guilty. It just means like, yo, like, you know.
Yeah, I'm
turning myself in, pay bail and whatever have you.
This is a nasty error.